And we begin. Wow, this was a pretty fast start. I nearly didn't even have my recording software ready. Hello everyone. So basically, the update's just come out for everyone that doesn't know or is still sort of figuring out. The Rise of Mordor 3.2 update's just come out. Loads of new units, Linden Elves, Mirkwood Elves, Dol Guldur, and I'm currently spectating a live 3v3 battle. There's actually quite a few members of the dev team in here. So yeah, this is on the map Troll Shores, and I don't want to miss anything. We can just quickly take a look at the armies. So yeah, firstly, I don't know why they've done this. Like, they've just split up so much. This is probably bad, whereas the others have, like, sort of just stayed in a clump. So you got Leoman over here. He's brought mostly a militia army with some good Gondorian cavalry. And he's brought some Fountain Guard, some more archers. Yeah, and it's mostly just Gondor Sword and Spear militia. Then we have the other two armies, which are, I think, Dol Guldur and Linden. Not very lore accurate, but it's okay. It's just fun, so we're going to ignore it. There might be a little bit of lag, because this is a live replay, and there are some American players in the lobby, so that will slow it down slightly, but it shouldn't be anything too bad or unbearable. And if it is, I will genuinely just not post the video. So yeah, we have Dol Guldur going with a more elite army, bringing some of these new phantoms, these new Dol Guldur glaives, these faceless creatures, Jesus. He's got probably the largest army in the game. Am I missing anything? Oh jeez, that is not nice. That is not a good sight to see when you're trying to defend. But yeah. Then finally, over here we have the smallest army of them all, I think, which is the Noldor army, led by Sir Beeston, with two Noldor cavalry. These guys are absolute tanks. And then his main line is just the shipwrights nobles. Juicy. That's all you can say. Let's take a look at them as they run past. Juicy. And then you have some Linden archers in the back, ready to shoot some Easterlings. Wow, this is happening quickly. I don't even have time. So over here on the other side, literally all the armies are from Rune. These are actually three members of the dev team forming their runic coalition. They've all got very similar armies, so I'll just go through one of them. You got the new clan guards, looking cool as always. Warlords of Rune, also new, looking nice and fancy. Beautiful unit. Then you have just some Variag warriors, Warlords of Rune again, Variag bowmen, more Warlords of Rune, and some halberds and stuff like that. So anyways, if we just take a look at the battlefield, I really don't like this approach from the... Let's call these guys the good guys, even though they have Dol Guldur. We'll just say that Dol Guldur are now good, right? But I don't like this approach, because they've split up their armies. I don't know what the Gondor player's doing, but like, his teammates are gonna get charged. Leoman, what are you doing, man? And they're all gonna die. They're ignoring the capture points for now, because that's not really what they're playing the battle for. It's just meant to be a field battle. But yeah. So we have our first cav engagement going off in the distance. We can take a look at that in a second. And they're just swarming around this flank with cavalry. Is Leoman trying to move over? Wow, no, he's just holding a defensive line. I would be so mad if I was his teammates right now, because these guys are just going to die and Leoman's going to leave them. So yeah, we have this cavalry charge just coming in. Ah, man, these phantoms are going to get obliterated. They are spearmen, but they don't have shield wall. You know, the undead aren't very good at formations. Is he going to charge? No? Doesn't want to. They're going round. They don't like the spearmen. I guess they're just trying to sort of go after these Noldorian equestrians, get them out of the equation early, so that leaves the Linden Elves and Dol Guldur completely cavalryless. But yeah, got some mildly irritating chants going on in the background. So yeah, continuing. Oh Jesus, I've just missed like the main fight. Okay, I'm sorry. We can watch this last charge. Dol Guldur charging into the clan guards. Probably not the best idea, sending shock infantry into spear infantry. The way that this mod works is it's like a sort of a rock paper scissors, where shock is really effective against armored units like well, just sword infantry and stuff like that. But whereas spears are the good counters to shock, because you know, charging into a line of long and pointy sticks is never really going to work. So yeah, we've got Linden, who's just formed a little new box right there, as we have cav charges just coming in to rip the back lines of Dol Guldur. Wow, so far this is not going well for the good guys. Once again, I say that term very sparsely. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Jeez. That's not what you want to see if you're empty with his boys dying on the front line. Let's see. Is Leoman finally coming to help out? No. He's not. I can't lie, I'm getting annoyed watching this and I'm not even playing. Like, if I was them, I'd be so salty. Wow, he's just literally letting his team die. That's kind of infuriating. But yeah, the front lines of Dol Guldur clashing with the clan guards. But anyways, I don't want to watch this for too long. There's sort of other places we should be focusing on, specifically this Cav. They're just going to rip through that front line. Well, not as much as I was expecting actually, but they still made it through. I guess the elves are sturdy, strong, and disciplined in their formations. But now they're going to try to get a side charge off onto these archers, just smashing them in the sides. Probably not going to get the most damage because they're not going from the back. But yeah, Linden doesn't really have a chance at this point. Just getting swarmed by cavalry. Dol Guldur's getting smashed in the front lines. And even these phantoms that have been sent in to help, they're not able to do that much. The undead are weak. They don't have the same strength as men, so I guess Aldor's just going to try and get his cav out of here. Where was Gondor? Where was Gondor? Well, Gondor was over there in the distance, just binding their own business and not helping their allies. That's where Gondor was. So yeah. Jesus, beastin'. But anyways, we could just take a minute to watch this clash on the front lines. We have Dol Guldur facing off against the red and gold of the east. It's just such a distinct battle line, and that's what I love to see. It is a little bit choppy. The game's going to be slowed down quite a bit, and it's just due to being in a lobby with multiple people, I guess. But hopefully, it's not too bad. Alright, are the good guys winning anyway? I mean, they're winning on this right flank, but it's like one unit, and they have enough reinforcements. And with this cav coming in, like, even though you've got your phantoms defending the rear, you're not going to be able to do much for long. And these guys aren't the strongest. They have loads of health. They're absolute tanks, 300 health, and practically unbreakable morale. But, oh, 200 health, sorry. But, you know, you just can't see these guys holding off these swarms of cavalry or just these elite Eastlings back for much longer. And yeah, they've Aldor's with Capitan Guvis, I've butchered that pronunciation, getting a really good angle, laying down volleys. Look at the blood spewing everywhere. Brutal. Pushing his arrows down. Huh? What are they doing here? Anis, don't do that. Oh, they're going to defend the back, but now their archers are going to get killed. Maybe. Maybe they're just continuing to litter arrows into them, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's a healthy risk. But yeah, I think Dol Guldur are practically out of this match this soon in. Oh, lag's starting to pick up a little bit. If it stays like this, we'll just keep the battle on sort of in the skies, so you don't have to watch the lag fest below. We can just sort of take a look at the tactical aspect. If we look at the tactical map, Leoman's finally moving in. Sorry about that, just had to make a quick cut at this part. But you can finally see Leoman's finally moving in behind the enemies. He's trying to get some flank on, but it's all in vain in my opinion. Let's see what the allies have lost. Already lost 1,300 on only killing 600. It's not good. Gondor's arrived too late, you know. I don't think they can have that much of an impact. I don't want to call this battle early, but it's definitely not looking good for the good guys. Jesus. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, he's just getting sliced across the stomach. Poor orc. Poor orc. Right. Let's see anywhere else. Okay, give me a second, guys. I'm just going to make one more quick cut, and I will be right back. Alright, we're back, and we're just in time to see a cav charge. Oh, we actually missed the main one. What a shame. Well, yeah, that unit's routing. Dol Guldur managing to break the front lines of, you know, some of these clan guards. They were able to hold up, and I think the clan guards did their job. They held them off for more than long enough that sort of the rest of the army is just able to account for their losses. And now you have some Variag warriors trying to come in the flank, sort of getting stopped off. Oh, that is hard to watch. But yeah, not being the most successful. This charge not being the most successful either, not really coming in from the right angle, but at the moment this is more of a clean-up. You finally have Gondor moving up in the rear, taking casualties as they charge up, with the Spear Militia probably, in my opinion, on par with the Rabble as the worst unit in the game. Spears are useless without Spear Wall, right? And these guys don't have Spear Wall. Why would you use them? I don't know. But, you know, we won't question it. We'll let Leoman make his army. Gondor finally sort of sending his cavalry around. If he tries get some flanks, maybe he can wrap inside, hit these back lines, or hit those back lines, but dealing with that part really isn't going to do much. He's already lost too many men. The Ringlervale men charging in, clashing with the clan guards, trying to rip off their armour, but the quality discrepancy between the two units is just too high. The clan guards are just much better, you know? I mean, although the Ringlervale are swordsmen, yeah, they should do better, and these guys are damaged. These heavy spearmen I still think would be able to pretty easily dispatch with them. Leoman going for this really low tier army. He hasn't gone for many elite units, but he's doing the complete wrong thing that you want to do with an elite army, and he's charging all of his guys in one spot. What he should be doing is, as he has so many units, is just be coming round, trying to do some flanking manoeuvres, but he's decided not to do that, and he's also left his archers open. Well, you know, I don't know why his archers are over there, and I don't know why his cav's over here, but what can we say? We'll ignore that. Linden, still alive and slightly kicking. You can see their numbers. Oh, you can see those long-range LODs. Maybe not the best angle. Maybe from here you can zoom in. You can see they. Oh my God! Wow, what the hell? What is that? That is weird. Is that something that happens when you zoom in? That's weird. I've never seen that before. But yeah, Linden's still slightly alive and kicking. Yeah, Beeston. I mean, not Beeston. Sorry, Leoman's just come in too late. There's not really much he can do with his cav at this point. Like, he's walking around, not really finding somewhere. Like, even if he were to charge this unit, it's 2 ranks thick and not in spear wall, he'd rip straight through it. But he's running away. No. Oh, right. He's trying to go help his archers, who actually haven't lost that many. How? This cav's really been, I guess he's just been constantly running away. The cav's been having a hard time. They're just running over the rock faces, and the cav just can't do that much. But yeah, they're starting to rout, I guess, because they're just getting killed quite quickly. Leoman's cav just getting ripped apart, and yeah, this is a slaughterhouse. I don't know why he's done this. He's charged all of his men into one blob, and look, these archers just have a perfect angle to let loose of their bows. Please give us a volley. There we go. Shoot! Shoot! Come on, give us a few more arrows than that, please. Please. Alright, well, I guess they don't wanna fire. I'll give them. There we go. Arrows coming in, killing quite a few guys, killing quite a lot more dudes. And yeah, this line isn't gonna last very long. I think the forces of good are spent. His cav finally arriving, but it's a bit late. I mean, they've got 186 kills against the forces of good, which is a lot of damage. Damage that you can't afford to take, and they're just going to continue to rip. Okay, never mind, they're not going to continue to rip, they're going to continue to walk into the back lines of the Blackroot Vale archers. And wow, Leoman's front line already routed, so many dead on the floor with, I'm going to say, practically no kills. Because you can't do what he did, man. They got, like, they didn't even have a chance to fight in combat. They just got ripped apart by arrows. Like, he had no chance. He really, if he had so many men, he should have just, like, hit them with 2 units there and then just flanked with everything else. Try get some rear charges in, get your archers in some good positions, maybe bring your archers up here and then fire down. He's not moving his cav as well. Yeah. Maybe he's just a little bit rusty. Let's leave it at that. So yeah, the fate of this army is quite clear. He needs to start moving his cavalry. He needs to try counter something, try get some charges off, try save the match in some way or another. I mean, the swords on this side are doing slightly better because they weren't being peppered with arrows, but they're still charging some pretty heavy archers. and a solid spear wall. And in the moment they breach that, they have a halberd line to go through. I can't see them breaking through that anytime soon. So yeah, that is a shame. We'll just take a look at Linden. Making their last stand. They've got nothing left. Teaming up with the evil undead, the phantoms. Jesus, these faceless undead creatures, they are pretty scary. Are these guys routing? No, they're just counter-charging. The archers, I guess, sort of trying to get a position. Maybe over there to come back in. The phantoms charging in. Getting dropped, though. They're already damaged. They do get a few kills. They did kill a couple every now and again, but these Warlords of Ruin are just going to be too much to handle. And you got to counter-charge here, because your guys in shield wall, they get outranged by the swords, by the spears, so you just got to get in as close as possible, otherwise they're just going to slowly pick off. There we go. He gets in combat, and now sort of the shipwrights can do their duty. Oh, that's not nice over there. Gondor, yeah, practically routed still. Chasing down these Moldoran archers. Let's see how the shipwrights nobles, some of the best units of Linden, can hold up by being flanked by 2 axe units. I wouldn't say very long. It's starting to pick up with the lag. What I'm thinking is people are zooming in, possibly. I don't know. But yeah, I don't think these guys have a long lifespan. They're probably going to take down a lot with them. Mostly these guys, because the Variant Warriors are a lot worse than the Warlords. Are they routing? No. I don't know why he's done this. I would have personally kept them in. Now the shipwrights actually have a chance at this, just focusing down these warlords. Yeah, that's a big mistake actually. I mean, maybe he's trying to go for a flank here as well, but I would have kept them in. You could have, or at least maybe pull them out and then charge back in, try to get that charge bonus going. But yeah. You can just watch this combat. I've got my money on the shipwrights, unless somebody else comes in. The armor of the elves is just too strong. Oh man, just look at them. Beautiful. Slowly dropping them, poking swords into their stomachs. Maybe we can get some juicy kill animations. Game, you want to gift me that? No. Fine. Oh. Oh. Good dodge. Good dodge. We'll let them have it. Finally. He's doing something with his cavalry. Thank you, Leoman. You've, oh, what's happening here? I'll go back, don't worry. Right, and his Fountain Guard on in formation. Leoman, what are you doing, buddy? What are you doing? But this cav charge is going to be good. Are they going to try a counter charge? No! Oh, that's going to hurt. They're just going to tear through that. Literally tear through it. Knocking over loads of them. The shipwright nobles are going to hit them from the front. Oof, lag's picking up seriously now. And yeah, okay, there we go. I think it's when there's a dude who has some slightly struggling internet. When he zooms in, like, I think the game starts lagging. That's what I've noticed. Not going to bait the person out, but you know. Yeah, he's keeping his cav in. I personally wouldn't do this. I would probably just charge them in, run out, charge those archers, and maybe just come back and do one final charge and rout them. But yeah, the rest of Linden practically fallen. Gondor on this side. Why are your Fountain Guard not in formation? This would have been a winnable fight. You have your line of boys. It's a winnable fight, but yeah, he doesn't have them in formation. Ooh, these arrows coming in, tearing these horses down. And yeah, this battle's practically a done deal. It's sort of just a clean up. Linden trying to get as much done as they can, but you know, the abandonment of Gondor, literally, it nearly basically sealed the battle as soon as the battle started. But yeah, the lag isn't too bad. If it continues to just continuously slow down, no. 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 Getting teared down. All knocked over. Some of them stayed standing though. These elves are really good at withstanding cav charges somehow. They are not what I was expecting. I was expecting the dwarfs to be the beefy boys that withstood all the charges, but these elves doing bits. They're all kind of dead. I mean, most of the unit, but they're still going to wipe out this general unit. They killed the general. They've done their work, slicing up the last one. Look at them, all full. Holy crap! Let's see. Can we get a? Oh. R.I.P. that man's head. His head's gone. Never to come back. Let's see what they're spamming in chat. Oh, they're all saying GG. Yeah, fair enough. Good sports. Good sports. Is this unit going to rout? Nah. I guess they've just got too many men that they don't really want to waver. They still might, but this cav charge should probably finish these at least and end the nobles off. Every single one going down. That last man gasping for air. And yeah, that's about it for the battle. So, I guess we can sort of just skip ahead, wait for these sort of last units to be peppered down, because, you know, what are you really looking at this point? It was, I think the fate of the battle was sealed quite a long time ago. So yeah, I'll skip ahead and we can go to the end screen. Alright, and we're back, and in perfect timing as we just finished. So yeah, we can just take a look at the end screen and see sort of where the kills came from. You can see the Easterlings, most of them practically lost nothing. Oof. This kill count is definitely something you don't want to see. No. Oh no. 57 kills. That's the most kills on a unit. Oracle getting 500. That's Manu. Aldor with the most kills at 237. Here we get 317. 57. Empty was in probably the worst scenario. His teammate abandoned him on the other side of the map and he sort of had to fight by himself with a depleted Linden. So we got 145 kills, not too bad. And then Beeston, 154. No fingers being pointed, but what can we say? But yeah, guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed the battle. I'm probably going to be posting a few more land battles soon. Thank you, and I will see you later.